You know you can rent a Tesla from Hertz, but you may not understand all the little details. So I found a Hertz booth here at Fully Charged in Vancouver, and we're going to chat about it and figure out some of the little things that we missed. I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla Weekend. So you can rent a Tesla or an electric car.
Yes.
And it's right there on the website on the internet.
Yes, that's correct.
But there's some little things people may not realize. So for one is, if you've never been in a Tesla, did you know that this guy opens up and you can put a bag in there?
That is right.
That's true. So now, one question I've always had is, when I'm heading to the airport, I got to gas up the car one last time. Airport gas stations are crazy.
Yes.
But what I can do with a Tesla, now when I charge it, how do I pay for it? Do I need to set up an account or?
No, honestly, you just go up to the Tesla supercharger, you plug it in, and then when you get back to return your car, it's on your bill. So if it's, say, $10, it's right there.
And if you've never charged a Tesla, you just pull up and charge it. That's it. And then you leave, and no one chases you.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's so much easier. And unlike with a lot of rentals, if you rent a mid-size, you might not have a mid-size.
That's right.
And that'll give you a bigger one or a van or a truck or something else. But if I book a Tesla, do I get a Tesla?
Yes.
And you also sometimes have other EVs.
Yes.
Now we're in BC. What other EVs do you have here so far?
We have Polestar 2s.
Yep.
And, Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y, and Hyundai Konas.
Konas.
Yeah.
Are you able to specify 3 versus Y at booking?
Just besides the size?
No, just the size, I mean.
Oh, yeah. The
Because some people need a Y.
Yes, for the space. Like there's a bigger trunk.
So you can absolutely reserve that.
Yes.
That's great.
Online.
That's great. Because that's the big thing. You remember Mr. Seinfeld used to say, I know you can take the reservation, but can you keep the reservation?
Yeah, for sure.
So what are we forgetting about EV rentals? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You got, another one was people were saying, I rented one and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Yes. But I have seen other people who've said, I've rented one and they walked me through it. What's your policy here in BC?
Our policy here in BC is our sales rep or customer service rep will go out. They'll walk you through all the buttons, how to work it. If not, we do have a QR code to take with you. Again, sometimes our staff will get in the car, make them drive around the parking lot just so they feel comfortable and walk through how to charge it, where to charge it.
What I love is she, instead of saying, let you take it around, we will make you drive it around the block. I think that one could go either way. And you don't have to do, I mean, you can say, no, I have one, I know what I'm doing. But there's a lot of things that aren't intuitive. Adjusting the side mirrors can be a whole thing. It's in the menus because most people set up their mirrors once.
Yeah.
You don't need 100 switches for something you're going to move once. Mm-hmm. So that's great. And in other locations, is it fair to say that if I don't know what I'm doing, I can just grab the rep and say, look, can you take me outside and school me?
Absolutely, just full knowledge.
Sounds a little bad the way I put it.
No, it's customer service. You go right in back into the bench and say, hey, what did you say about this or that? And you'll get that customer service. And
when you book, there's an email that goes out to you that actually has links to tutorials. If you've never been in a Tesla, please read that email. They're happy to educate you, but you got to meet them halfway. I mean, right? I can't. And tell me about the QR code.
The QR code, we also have that on hand, and you just. It's not on here, unfortunately. It's in the branches.
It's in the, and when you, I'm just making sure there's nothing too exciting here.
Yeah.
So when you, is it on your key or anything, or is it on the screen? Is it somewhere?
The QR code?
The QR code.
It's just on another piece of paper.
Another piece of paper.
Yeah.
And so if you're scratching your head, if you're lost, if you're confused, you just scan it and you're back in business.
That's right.
Now, do you know if I have a Tesla profile on my phone, does that do anything yet?
In Canada, it does not.
I don't think it does in the U.S. either.
No.
That's something to work on. It doesn't. If we're talking 1,000 cars, it's not worth it. But
Yeah.
we're at what, 50,000 and growing probably.
Yeah.
I know the announcement was 50 and then 100 at
Yeah.
one point.
Yes.
And we don't know how much of that's gone through yet, and we don't know how much it's going to expand. And if you had that feature, guys, I'm just telling you, word to the wise, maybe other companies would start. I'm just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. And I know Turo owners want that too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great thing.
Yeah.
And rates, how do they stack up to internal combustion?
There's something when you're going with a Tesla, it's a little bit of a higher price point, just because
It's
it's a
a premium
Tesla,
car.
it's a premium car.
You also have premium cars for rent.
Yes, so they're probably even to the premium car price.
Right. And what kind? So if I rent a premium car from you, what am I getting? A Cadillac? What am I getting?
Yeah, something like a Cadillac, similar size.
Yeah.
All the bells, whistles, leather.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so it is probably about comparable to that.
I would agree.
I would
yes.
say so. And it varies by location,
Yes.
and it varies by date.
Yes.
And again, Hertz has this new thing called a website on the series of tubes where you can look it up and actually find out, put in your destination and your dates and just see. And yeah, they'll actually hold the car. The car will actually hold you. You can charge it painlessly and away you go.
Yes.
Because have you had anybody complain that charging was unreliable or too difficult?
Oh no.
Not with a Tesla.
Not with a Tesla. It's so easy. Even on the screen, it will tell you punch in Tesla Supercharge. It'll tell you the nearest one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a
Yep.
button to find the charger.
Yep.
And if you've already got a destination set,
It will tell you.
It'll tell you, hey, you're going 300 miles and you need to charge. Here's a bunch of options. And you can hit information and find out they have food there.
Yes.
Yeah. So awesome. I appreciate you giving me your time. And the question for you guys is, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? What is Hertz doing right? What is Hertz doing wrong? What is Tesla doing right and wrong? Leave it in the comments because, I'll just be honest. We don't know. We don't know.
No.
So for everybody else, stay tuned. Stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the next one.